Alright, so I'll show you what's going on here with the axles. Got the front axle pretty well stripped down. Seeing one coat of black paint. Waiting on ball joints, tie rods, diff cover, and the lift kit. So this is pretty much done. Wipe off some of the sand and give that another coat of paint. I think we're still gonna be able to reuse the wheel bearings actually. They don't seem to make any sound. These things are super expensive, so no point in replacing them if they're good. So I'm pretty sure those are gonna keep working for us. We are gonna do the universal joints and the drive shafts, all the tie rods. I think the only thing I'll need to save is this this center point on that. We're gonna do new calipers. I think they'd probably work, but they are a little rough, and that's just more stuff we're gonna have to clean up at the end of the day. Right now we're just gonna get to pressing out the old ball joints, getting everything ready for the knuckle to be painted so it can look good. Probably get another coat of paint on this, and yeah, we'll start working on the ball joint press here. So on this ball joint, it's gonna be a snap ring here at the bottom. I'm gonna try to pull that off real quick here. I don't know where my wire brush went, but probably won't need the wire brush. Let's see what we get here. These snap ring pliers have not been working well at all for this recently. That's just gonna break them. We're gonna switch out the bits on this snap ring. These are channel locks. Channel locks quality's gone down like a lot, so we're gonna see if we can swap this out and get something that works. All right, hey, so a little bit of persuasion with a screwdriver and a hammer. And we got that snap ring kind of broken free. These axles are from Wisconsin, so they're a little rusty. But we'll get that off, start sizing up our ball joint press stuff, and get these old boys out here. We got our cone for the ball joint press. That should work for this. Let's see what we can do here. All right, everything looks lined up. You're probably gonna fall. We'll see. All right, we swapped up the cone combo. See if we can get this rest way out. Alright, there's one out, so the front one. I gotta figure out the combination. Might be able to use the same exact cones actually. Except for that. That should work. Sweet. One side done. We're gonna head to the next side, because now we can check our wire brush to this, get this ready to paint. The other side, we also have the vacuum seal for the four-wheel drive. I am gonna go ahead and replace this with the new one, so we're just gonna punch that out later. Alright, so for this seal, this is getting replaced. This is basically just the vacuum actuator seal for the four-wheel drive locking hubs. We're gonna be replacing the hubs and this seal. Eventually I will try to put like a vacuum pump of some sort, like an electric one, so that I can flip like a toggle switch and lock those out from inside the cab, so I don't have to get out and switch the lockers. But that'll be That'll definitely be a later on thing. Yeah, this one's coming out pretty easy. The other side slid out with the inner axle shaft, so I was kind of surprised this one didn't, but it's at least coming out easy now. Of course. Should be. Let's see. I have to hold this up a little bit. There we go. All right, so that did it. So from my understanding, this basically vacuum pressure just kind of forces the locker gears together in order to lock. So interesting design. 2005. It was marked 2004, but all the parts so far, including the brakes, rotors, everything. I ordered the 2004 stuff. It didn't work. It could be an error on the parts guy. I'm not entirely sure, but 373 gears. We got the emergency brake pads ready to go. Everything's painted up, looking nice. Now for the ABS, I believe on the axle on the truck now that both shocks are facing forward, so I'm probably gonna have to modify where the top shock mount on the driver's side is, but we'll figure that out. I've heard this helps with axle wrap, so we're gonna actually leave it like that, but it's freaking beautiful. All right, so we got the hubs cleaned up. We'll start taking these U-joints out of the drive shafts, or the inner axle shafts. This up on. All right, so I think I got the combination for the press for these universal joints. Don't forget, it's easy to, especially if you don't know. To begin with, it's been a while since I've done the clips on the inner edge of every side of this. You're gonna have to get behind it. I'll show you what it looks like. It's not as complete as a snap ring, but it basically is like that, and it'll clip towards. I'll show you this. So it'll clip towards this way, but on the back side of every one of these. So don't start pressing until you get all those off. All right, so once this is pushed out, like I was talking about, should be able to kind of pop that off. You're probably gonna need both hands, but that'll come off pretty easy once you shift that a little bit. So second clip out. Now if we can just push this one side a little bit more. I found this cone. It might work. We're gonna try it. Be a tight fit. Okay, this is a tight fit. So this is just barely gonna work, but that is like max capability for this press right here, and it's not necessarily straight. So we're gonna see if that works. Oh, all right, that combination is just. Can we take this out? No, that's stuck. That combo is not gonna do it either. Still searching for. Dang, this sucks. Still searching for something that's gonna help us out here. That's not gonna work either. So. Sweet. So I had to clear up some storage so I actually keep recording this. But we got the U-joint done on the one axle. We'll be cleaning that up, getting these seals replaced here. Getting a kit from Spicer on Amazon for that stuff. We still got to get the other drive shaft, or the other inner axle shaft done. We'll clean up some more of the brakes, the calipers on the rear we're gonna reuse. They're actually in pretty nice shape. They just need sanded. And then installing the rear brakes, getting the rear brake lines on, the conversion hose. I'm gonna wait till we're actually swapping them under the truck to see exactly what I gotta do with that. But I will have the parts necessary to finish that when that comes. And yeah, that should be about it for the day. So, all right, so my camera on the phone, so the whole phone itself, is actually charging right now. So we're doing this on a laptop that has a pretty old camera on it. But we got done with the hubs, the inner axle shafts, just waiting on parts. Now I did clear out AutoZone again of the Torita Red. Apparently they only order like 2 cans at a time, and I tried to order 10 cans because that's honestly what I'm going to need to finish this, and they didn't have it. Their system or whatever that they use to order this stuff is down, so we're still waiting on that. Now, I do have some of the VHT roll bar and chassis paint. That's going to be finishing up the coats on the axle, the knuckles, the rear leaf springs, and we'll see what else but that, maybe some small brackets and things like that. So tomorrow, actually tonight, sorry, rewind a little bit. So tonight I wet sanded some more of the brackets. I have 2 cans of the Perfect Match in the Torita Red. That'll maybe do the next coil bucket. That should do the coil bucket. That's what I used on the first one, was 2 cans. We're going to start laying primer on the sway bar. Maybe get that wet sanded and do, I don't know, should I do that in Torita Red as well? I mean, that's what the tie rods and everything else is going to be. Or I could probably keep that black. Or I actually have a stainless steel that should go with the gray kind of stainless look of the stripe on the truck with the 2-ton. So maybe let me know down in the comments what you think about that as far as the sway bar color. The red is pretty scarce right now. I've cleared out O'Reilly's. I've cleared out AutoZone. There is another AutoZone in Yucca Valley. That's a drive, so I'm not trying to do that, but I'm just going to keep clearing out AutoZone every time they get 2 more cans of that, and we'll eventually get it done. So, hey, if you're coming back for the second time, thank you for watching. Definitely stay tuned, subscribe. Please like the video. If you're new here, hopefully you check out the other video and let me know if this quality is any better. I'm trying to kind of work up the ladder of decent quality videos, so we'll see how that goes. Definitely playing around with iMovie editor, trying to get something going as far as the quality of these videos. I know they're rough. I've never been into video editing. I take pictures of my truck. That's about it. I used to do a lot better job on Instagram. Lately, it's just been random stuff. I haven't actually done anything big in a while. So we're gonna keep cranking out some videos. Definitely next week, I'm gonna be showing you guys the full roll down rear window. I finished the back bracket for the headrest. A lot of people told me that you could not put a full roll down window. First off, they told me I couldn't find one, which I did. And then they told me it wasn't going to work in an extended cab with putting the seats back in, and I actually kind of believed that for a second. But through some serious persistence, I got that shit done. So making good progress on everything. I'm pretty happy with all that. And then I'm kind of juggling all this truck stuff between actually buying my first house, which I am sending out pretty much the last thing I need to the realtor. I'm stationed in California. I'm from back home in PA, and that's where I'm getting a house. So everything has been over the phone, email, stuff like that. So that's exciting. It's a lot of money down the drain. A lot of stuff that's not going to get done to the truck in the near future. It's definitely going to be a switch up of all that. So that's exciting, and looking forward to that. So hey, thanks for watching, and subscribe or something.